Hi, I'm Richard Lane.
And I'm Elizabeth Brown.
In our session, Crafting Professional Development that Faculty Clamor For, we will be talking about learning styles, which we will later refer to as preferences. Let's get started. So, what is a learning style theory?
The best learning occurs when the teaching strategy matches the student's preferred mode of learning.
Those who support learning style theories believe that different students have different modes of learning, and their learning could be improved by matching one's teaching with that preferred learning mode. Wow! Increasing student learning? What teacher wouldn't want to do that? Let's take a look at some of the learning style theories to learn more.
Let's start by having you take a survey to see which learning style best describes you. Pause this video and go to our website at https://sites.google.com/site/flip2active to access a link to the Learning Style Survey.
So, which learning style best describes you?
Did you know there are actually 71 known learning style theories? The survey you just took is only one of them. It is the VAK learning style. Some other popular learning style theories are Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences, Myers-Briggs, and brain dominance. We are going to concentrate on the VAK learning style. It is the most popular and associates learning style with senses: visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Some theorists also add reading and writing as one of the learning style types in this model and rename it VARK. So, now that you know a little about learning styles, what do you think of them? There are some who purport they are a myth. We have provided a link to one of many articles that attempt to debunk learning styles on our website, but they are commonly discussed in educational circles as facts. Where do you stand on this continuum? Take a moment to contemplate. Let's start by looking at the truth behind learning styles. These are the truths.
First, learners are all different. They differ in their abilities and disabilities. Learners differ in their interests, and they differ in their background knowledge and experiences. Providing students with multiple ways to access content improves learning.
It is obvious that not all learners are the same, and so it is no surprise that educators often agree with this theory.
Here is a scenario. I'm going to teach you something. Which learning style would you like me to use? Could you learn surfing from reading a book? Could you learn math from a podcast? Could you learn pharmacology from a play? Probably not. While a book may give you some helpful hints on surfing, you could not go from never surfing to being an expert by merely reading a book. Likewise, without writing down an equation, a podcast could not be a meaningful way to learn math. While a play on pharmacology might be helpful, a pharmacist couldn't remember all the details without also consulting a written work. So, if a learner has a learning style, do we always need to teach him or her in that style?
There is no concrete evidence through research that learning style theories are valid. There is no research that overwhelmingly supports any one of the 71 known learning style theories. But there is more evidence to suggest that teaching strategies need to match the content. Using the term learning preferences gives credence to the fact that learners are accustomed to learning with a particular strategy, but that ultimately the strategy must be aligned first with the content and second with the learning preferences. Most faculty in the college environment have heard of learning styles and are aware that they have a propensity towards a particular style. Metacognition is the process where one thinks about how they learn. When faculty are aware of their learning preference, it allows for self-directed learning and prevents disengagement. But be careful not to label the learning preference such that it creates limits.
Faculty differ in their learning preferences, but they also differ in many other ways. Some cultures prefer working in groups, others do not. Some cultures prefer recognition, while others avoid it.
With respect to gender, females follow the rules more than males.
And males interrupt more. And some don't want to be identified with the culture of which they are a part. Taking the time to get to know the diverse nature of your faculty can assist in creating the right professional development. When designing professional development, one must also consider background knowledge and experiences, abilities, and interests. Teachers, and us professional developers, use an average of 5 to 7 teaching strategies, yet research reveals that learners require 15 to 20 strategies. So how can you address the issue of diverse learners?
Get to know your faculty. Use a variety of teaching strategies and assessments that match the content. And don't be afraid to try new strategies. In our NERCOMP session, we will showcase a couple of strategies that have worked in our faculty development sessions. As you tailor your sessions to your faculty, you may find this glossary of instructional strategies a useful tool. A link to this glossary and another list of strategies is provided in the materials on our website.
Remember to consider the learner's characteristics alongside the content to determine the best teaching strategy. Offering multiple strategies simultaneously and allowing the learner to select the one that they prefer might prove helpful.
Now that you know a little about learning styles, what do you think of them? Take a moment to contemplate.
Thank you for viewing this presentation.
We look forward to seeing you at NERCOMP 2015.